Hello, everybody. This is my movie review on the movie The Hollow, originally supposed to be called The Woods. Now, for those of you that do not want to hear any spoilers, then turn this off. But before you do turn it off, just know that overall, I would give this movie a run. I would watch it if I were you. So, moving on. Right out the gate, we get the little scripture verse, "Hallowed be their name, and blessed be their claim. If you who trespass put down roots, then hallowed be your name." The Book of Invasions, C 1150. So that sets the tempo right away for the movie. I thought that was really unique, and it grabbed me right away. So the story is based on a younger couple that are married with a baby. They move from England to Ireland. He's a conservationist, and his job is he's been tracking this fungus on these trees, and they move into a remote area in this house in the middle of the woods. And as he's walking through the woods, he's finding trees that have this like black slime fungus on it, and he's marking them so that they can be removed by a logging company. Now, upon his journey through the woods, he comes across an abandoned home with a dead deer in it, and he takes a sample of the fungus off of the deer and takes it back to his house and examines it and notices that the parasites in the fungus are destroying the cells and transforming the cells into this parasitic fungus. So it's a real aggressive matter that he's dealing with. Now, the locals in the area do not want to see him there because he's marking trees to be removed. Not only do they not want their trees removed, but it's also disrupting the Hallow. Now, the Hallow is a Irish folklore that deals with banshees, or also known as fairies. They're real aggressive creatures that have been known to kidnap babies and young children. Again, folklore. So he's totally disregarding this, but eventually comes across a situation where his baby is sleeping, he's talking with his wife, and a window gets smashed out next to the baby. Well, local authorities just state that it was a bird that flew through the window, but in reality, he feels it's one of the neighbors that keeps pestering him and threatening him and his family about him going into the woods. Now, I want to move quickly through this because I don't want to give away too many details like I was saying, but what I really liked about the scientific intertwined with the horror flick aspect of this is the creatures themselves, how aggressive they got in the movie. And of course, this is the typical secluded, by themselves family, can't get any help, don't know what to do. Very, very predictable. Now, the predictability level's a little bit high for this movie, but there were plenty of scenes in it that kept me on the edge of my seat, and that's important in a horror flick, or even, I would even call it more of a thriller, really. The creatures themselves, what was really nicely done about this movie, and it's one of the key points that I really like about this movie, is how as the movie progressed, you were kept from the creatures' identity. You saw silhouettes, you saw the eyes, you saw body shapes, but you didn't see them. And they did that very well when making this movie. Until the end of the movie, obviously, then you do get to see what these creatures look like. So the family really struggles trying to keep these creatures at bay, and eventually the creatures win. Now, I won't go into details what happens, but I do like the ending to this movie. It was definitely left open for a sequel, and I hope a sequel's done, because what was done with this movie, they could definitely expand off of even this family, if not definitely with a different family or different area of the woods, and really captivate off of what was done with this movie. Overall, I give this movie 3 out of 5 stars. I liked it. You can watch it on Netflix. It's available right now. The couple things that I didn't like about the movie was the balance in the science and the thriller part. At times it seemed it just didn't go hand in hand properly, and that should have been probably examined more and not overlooked as much when putting this movie together. One of the other things that I really disliked as a father myself, I didn't like how much the baby cried in this movie, and when it did, how like hysterically tense the baby cried. Now, I understand it from an emotional standpoint that that's where they were going with it, but it was a little much at times. It really was, as you'll see when you watch the movie. Like I said, overall, I give it 3 out of 5 stars. Definitely would watch it if I were you. I might watch it again. If not, I would watch it again only if it was someone that hadn't seen it. I'd sit there and watch it with them. Thank you for listening in. I will do another movie review next week. Make sure you check out all the other content on my YouTube channel along with my website, briangouldshow.com. Hit the like button, hit the thumbs up button. Thank you for listening, and I will catch you guys next time with my next movie review.